Hey everybody, Tayo and Kabuki here. So yeah, I can't wait to read today's chapter, chapter 1051. We're gonna get some big reveals, I think, like Momonosuke's human form, who the Shogun is. So yes, this is all very exciting. I can't wait, so let's do it. Chapter 1051, here we go! And you all know Kabuki already, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, 1051, the Shogun of Wano. Alright, there we go, Germa 66, reunited. Germa escapes. So, I gotta say, if this is all there is to this chapter story, and it's just the Germa reunite and then they escape, that's kind of boring. We could have guessed that's what happened, honestly. So, I guess it was a little exciting that they broke out of the book when they were about to get experimented on, but still, there's not much to that. And I kind of agree that it would have been cool if different characters showed up. We might still get that, but I don't know. Here's hoping something more interesting happens before this chapter story ends, because as it stands, kind of no real big surprises to anything. So I really hope that we get something better than this. But let's get into the actual chapter, which is called Chapter 1051, The Shogun of Wano, Kazuki Momonosuke. Wait! Okay, we're gonna go right into the chapter right now. So let's do it. Wait, there is no need to flee. What? Mysterious figures in the flower capital. It seems that the dragon really isn't Kaido. Really? So there are two dragons? Yes, I guess you could say it's double dragon. Yeah, I haven't made that joke before already. Something is happening in front of the castle. How can Kamurasaki-sama be here? Boss Kiyoshiro, what in the world is going on? You two sure have made a name for yourself. Wow, I wonder whether the rest of us will still be recognizable to them. Hey, it's Kinemon, and he's okay. That's good, because the last we saw of him, he was a little bit messed up. But yeah, it's good to see him here. Kinemon don't know, but how? I thought he burned with Odin Castle that day. But he's in front of our eyes. Is this a dream? Have we passed on to the next life, but I don't remember us dying? It doesn't matter if this is reality or fantasy. Either way, I think we're about to see something monumental. Quick, fetch a light scroll, Snail. We have to get the word out the rest of Wano. Hurry! Okay, so we got the different scabbards showing up here. So, yeah, the people of Wano are delighted to be no doubt about it. The red scabbards, they've been assumed dead for 20 years. Toki-sama's prophecy came true. Ringo, Akuma, Kibi. Seems something is happening in the capital. Is this about the earthquake? I thought the village would shake apart. Curry, head to Bakura town. They're broadcasting something from the capital. This isn't the time to just stand around and watch. Udon, Abisu town. Ha ha ha. Oh, poor Abisu town. Those poor people still laughing away because of Smile. Damn it. Ha ha ha. What's all the fuss about? It's a light scroll. Looks like word is spreading fast. It's a light scroll, snail transmission from the lower capital. What do you mean you're Kaido's son? So this war isn't over yet? Hold on, I'm not your enemy. In fact, I've been following your exploits since the news of ages. By the way, I knew your crew was made of a lot of weird-looking people, but meeting you all in the flesh is still quite a shock. Okay, well, this is great. This is great news. We're finally getting Yamato meeting the Straw Hats. Yeah, really excited about this. I hope she joins the crew. I'm scared. Because we're getting to the point where a decision must be made of who the new crew member is. And I really, really, really want Yamato to join because I love her so much. Okay. What do you mean, Kaido-san? It's over yet? Hold on. I'm not your enemy. In fact, by the way, I knew your crew was weird-looking people. You're one to talk with those horns, Kaido's. Anyway, I'll be sailing with you from now on! Yes! Yes! I go by Kazuki Odin, but you can call me Yamato. Nice to meet you. Huh? You're joining our crew? Yo ho ho ho! I approve! Not as much as me! Haha! How amusing! This is great. Everyone's just chilling with Yamato. I love it. What a super positive chapter. This is great. Okay. Huh? Joining your crew? Not as much as me? Haha, how amusing. We'll need to get confirmation from your captain before I'll be convinced. Fair enough. So, is Luffy going to be okay? As his battle was so intense and that form of his. Hey, who said you could run off? Eek! Your young master, please, we don't want to be servants like the others. Well, this one doesn't seem like an enemy at any rate. Quit whining and stay put. That reminds me, what's gonna happen to these guys? My jutsu always wears off when the moon's shape comes back around. So, it only lasts a month. Oh, so they're gonna get, so they are going to get their will back. They will no longer be serving her at some point. So, that's gonna be quite a shock for them. They're gonna be like, what? We helped defeat Kaido? The Beast Pirates lost? No, this can't be possible. How is this possible that we helped them defeat Kaido? Oh, what have we done? I mean, that may not be the reaction, but they seem pretty loyal, so I would assume that's what their reaction would be. But that's okay. Within a month, I see. Okay, it only lasts a month. The animals usually go back to normal afterwards, but some stay tame. Oh, so it's possible that they might actually remain loyal to her, even though it wears off. That's a possibility. Just watch your back, Tama, because we don't want any like mishaps where they're like, yeah, I'm no longer loyal to you. I shall kill you, young girl. That would be really bad. Okay. Animals used to go back to normal, but some stay tame. I'm sure they should get to choose what they like best. Master, I want to stay by your side. I'm happy like this. That makes me so glad, Hercella-chan. I'd love it if you stayed with me, but not as my servant. I'd rather think of you as a mother. Wait, what? A mother? What the Kabuki, what's going on? Look! Kamurasaki and Kin and everyone else, they're kneeling. Who is that? It has been 12 long years since my father died. Oh, this is it. This is it, people. This is the moment. The moment we get to see Momonosuke's true form. It's been 20 long years since my father died. Father, go tell me, you have all done exceptionally well to have survived this protracted winter. The freedoms of the Fire Festival shall not end tonight. Starting tomorrow, all of you will be able to live as you wish. But Orochi will... You may drink as much as you please. You will no longer be charged for clean water. The toxic factories that have ravaged our land will be abolished. Slavery will cease to exist in Wano from this day forward. Oh, hell yeah. Momo-kun? 4 more factory workers died today. It may be our turn to go tomorrow. Who should tell Otama? Oh my gosh, we're seeing Otama's past now? Oh, damn. I didn't expect we'd see more of her past. This is, I am surprised here. This is kind of cool though. Who should tell Otama? She has to know. Otama-chan, this will be difficult to hear, but your father and mother are, okay, well, we of course already knew that her parents were dead, but it is interesting seeing a little bit of her past. Please rest easy. I'm gonna be okay. Hats for sale, get your hat. Okay, so she became a hat sales girl. That's interesting choice. Hats for sale. Does anybody need a woven hat? Sorry, no money to spare. Woven hats for sale. Sorry, Komachio. No one bought any today. What hat, please? Oh, look, it's Tengu. Hey, look, it's Tengu. Nice. So this is how they met, I guess. 1 hat, please. Wow, you're a Tengu. You are an orphan, I take it. Please do not give in. It will only be a few more years. Soon the Kazuki clan's mighty warriors will make their return. When that day comes, we'll finally be rid of those demonic Oni. They will no longer poison this land, Kazuki. Kazuki? Is that really true? Then I'll keep going. I'll be okay. We got to see a little bit more of Otama's past. That's cute. I love Otama. She's adorable. Oh, she's crying. She's crying in Nanami's arms. Oh, that's so... Oh my gosh. I love it. I gotta be honest. I love it whenever Nami is like comforting a child. I just find that so adorable. So yeah, this is really cute stuff right here. Oh, I'm tearing up a little bit. No! Ah! Oh, Tama! Don't celebrate like this. Don't celebrate like this is special, Tama. By the time we leave this country, it'll be a place where you can eat as much as you want every single day. Oh my gosh. Oh, Luffy. Oh, this is such a fun story. I love One Piece so much. This is such a positive chapter. It's like I'm getting all the good vibes, guys. I'm getting so many good vibes from this chapter. Yamato outright saying that she wants to join the crew. Getting a little pass from Tama and her crying from joy. Oh, it's so good. This chapter is really good. It's a really good chapter so far. It'll be a place where you can eat as much as life. Orochi's tyrannical regime, the menace of Kaido, are gone for good. I met powerful and passionate friends on my voyage. And today, our ninja pirate mink samurai alliance raided Onigashima. Kaido, Orochi, and the beast pirates, the monsters that have kept you living in fear, have all been vanquished. What? Is he serious? They've been beaten? That awful Orochi is gone? Our alliance? Oh dear. Kid is not fond of that. Kid is not fond of being saying, because of course he was betrayed by Apu, and he was like fed up with alliances after that. He's like, yeah, no, I ain't doing the alliance thing anymore. From now on, it's just me and my crew. We're doing our things. Don't get in our way. So yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys. This slight little theory before I finish reading the chapter. I think at some point, Kid and or Law are both going to go against Luffy. I just do not see this alliance staying forever. I really don't. I mean, they accomplished a lot together, but I think Law and Kid are going to have separate paths from Luffy. I mean, obviously leading towards the same thing, but you know what I mean. They're going to go in their separate ways, and I definitely see them going up against Luffy at some point. I don't know if it's going to happen soon, but definitely in the future. I do not see this alliance lasting forever. I mean, the whole point, it was just supposed to be to take down Doflamingo, but then it led all the way up to Kaido, which is crazy when you think about it. A Kid especially, I see going up against Luffy soon. I don't know if it's going to happen to Wano, but definitely he is going to want to go up against him at some point. Okay, so they were beaten? Yeah, we will never forget the heroes who paved the way to make this possible. Psst. Kinemon, now what? I'm not sure what to say next. As they say, fake it till you make it. Wait, is that Momonosuke talking? Maybe Momonosuke wasn't sure what to say next? Okay, here we go. As they say, fake it till you make it. What are you, Momo? Just to figure it... Ooh, we're seeing a little bit of Momo's... Man, I feel like this chapter is lasting a while. I really enjoy the content here. What are you, Momo? Just a figurehead? Does anything in the world still seem scary to you? My name was given to me by my father. It means second to none. I swear to live up to that by restoring this country's barren lands to the paradise they once were. But I'll need you to lend me your strength. Oh my gosh, the people of Wano are in tears. They're just overwhelmed by everything. The Kazuki coming back and finally being free of Kaido and Orochi's cruelty. It is just... This is an intense chapter. This is great stuff. I'll need you to lend me your strength. I have transcended the last 20 years to save this land from this moment on. There he is! Oh my gosh! That's the shot! That's the shot! Kabuki, it's the shot! Momonosuke! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Mother! Okay, getting back to the chapter. Everyone's crying. Mother! I will keep my promise. Father! I will continue along the path you started. Momonosuke-sama! The true Shogun has returned. My deepest apologies for the delay. Momonosuke-sama! Sakura petals dance into future sky, where warriors can finally rest their blades. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills from this. I am getting absolute chills from this moment here. This is just great stuff. Oh my gosh. Look at those cherry petals. Okay, let's finish the chapter. I'll continue along the path you started, Momonosuke. The true Shogun has returned. My deepest apologies for the delay. Momonosuke-sama! Sakura petals dance, blah, 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 blah. A man, 8 years of age, surveys their progress as they drift in the night air of the renowned land of Samurai. He may lack physical strength, but he compensates with his devotion to duty and boundless compassion. This man will one day be known far and wide as one of Wano's greatest leaders. We have just borne witness to the birth of the greatest shogun, Kazuki Momonosuke. Momonosuke, our young hero, stands tall. Oh, fucking brilliant. A 10 out of 10 chapter. Maybe 9.5, something. It's a high chapter. It is a definitely highly ranked chapter. I enjoyed everything here. We didn't get any big surprises, but we didn't need it. We didn't need surprises. Right now, what we needed was just what we wanted. We wanted to see Momo's human form. We wanted to see him acknowledged. We wanted to see the celebration start. And we got all of that. And it was a fun chapter, and I loved it. And great. I don't think we're on our hero stands tall. I believe that that's it for this week. I mean, I believe that. I don't think we're on break. Which is good. Of course, I swear I have not seen an on break. I don't know if it's the fan translations I'm reading or what, but I have not seen a on break in an actual One Piece chapter page in like months, and I don't know why that is. Like, was it the fan translation I'm reading? What's going on? I like seeing that in the chapters. I have not seen on break in the chapter forever, even when there's breaks. So I really don't get what's going on there. But whatever. This chapter was phenomenal. What did you think, Ibuki? Oh. Okay, guys, see you after the cut. Wow, guys, I just read back through this chapter and holy crap, it was, wow, it was just so intense. It was a bit overwhelming, to be honest. There was so much content. This is my favorite type of chapter, where it feels like it's obviously the same amount of pages, but it feels like it's so dense with characters and story and fucking dialogue and so many important points. And I just love it. It's my favorite type of One Piece chapter. It feels like 2 chapters combined. But yeah, let's go back to the beginning. Oh, there's so much to cover here. So it starts out with, of course, the people of Wano finally realizing what happened, because they've been just enjoying the fire festival and have had no clue of anything that was happening around them, that Kaido and Orochi were being defeated. And of course the Scabbards and Momonosuke and everyone start marching up, and the people are in shock. They're like, this isn't possible. This can't be. They all perished in a fire years ago. What is this? What's happening? And they're like, this is incredible. We gotta tell everyone. Get the light snails going. The light scroll snails. We gotta get the light scroll snails going, which is like, whoa. I forgot there was such a thing as a light scroll snails, but yeah, good for spreading the word, I guess. The more imagery of the Scabbards showing up, and they're broadcasting this to all of Wano of what's going on, and the people are like, what's happening? What is going on? Something big's going on? What is that? Huh? And then probably my favorite part of the chapter, and that's saying something because there were a lot of great moments in this chapter. My favorite part was Yamato saying that she's going to be traveling with them. And I really wonder about that. Because it's like, I want her to come. I love her. She's like becoming my favorite character in the series. So of course I want her to come with them. Big thumbs up for Yamato joining the crew. But at the same time, what will Luffy's reaction to be? He's never specifically... Obviously, obviously Luffy likes Yamato. He's like, okay, yeah, let's team up. I trust you. Okay, let's team up. But he's never said, hey, join my crew. Ever. Which he might have just not had the time to get around to it because, let's be honest, people, he's kind of been busy with a lot of battles against Kaido and Big Mom and all that. So when would he actually have the time to go up to Yamato and be like, hey, you want to join my crew? No, of course he doesn't have time for that. So yeah, we'll just have to wait for Luffy to wake up and for Yamato to say that to him and what his reaction will be. I feel like she's joining. I don't think Oda would do this if she wasn't joining. I really do feel that she'll be joining the crew. Whether Luffy will be agreed to it at first or not, because he's Luffy. Sometimes it's hard to say what Luffy's going to do or what his reaction will be. What I think might happen is he might be like, hey, I don't want you to join the crew. I don't know why. I have no idea why he'd do that. Because they were allies in the battle, and she's super strong. So I don't know why he'd say no to this. He might say no. It might be a very Luffy thing for him to do. We'll just have to wait and see. But what I think is going to happen is, if he does say no, I'm not going to let you join the crew. If she says, basically, well, Ace promised me I could join his crew. Ace promised me that we go on adventures together, and that might be enough to convince him if he's not already going to allow her to join. I don't know. I really can't think of a reason why Luffy wouldn't let her join, but it is a possibility that he doesn't want her. And I don't know why, but it's a possibility. But yeah. So moving on from that, we get the Straw Hats' reactions, except for Zoro and Luffy, because they're down on the ground in a terrible state, and of course Chopper, who's looking after them. So we don't really get Chopper's reaction because he's busy, making sure that these two don't die, because that'd be pretty bad. But I love how Yamato is like, wow, I knew you were a varied crew, but your guys are a bunch of freaks. And they're like, hey, who are you calling us freaks? You're the one with the horns. Wait, who said that? That was pretty funny. Okay. By the way, your crew was made of a lot of weird-looking people, but meeting all of you in the flesh is still quite a shock. You're one to talk with those horns. I'm trying to figure out who's saying that. Who's saying that? It's really hard for me to figure out. Sanji? Is Sanji the one saying that? I don't know. I don't know who said that, but whatever. So yeah, moving on. We get into a very surprisingly Tama-focused portion of the chapter, which was an interesting way to go. Okay, so we get into Tama, which just shows a very small portion of her story. She also reveals something interesting about her powers, where it's that her powers only last for about a month, and then they wear off, but there is the possibility that the tamed creature will continue wanting to be, let her be their master. But then we get a very cute and surprising moment where one of her allies, Horsella-chan, is like, hey, even after this wears off, I really want to be with you. I want to serve you. And she's like, okay, but I want you to be my mother, which was like shocking. And Nami was also shocked by it. And I was like, oh, Tama. Oh my gosh, Tama. That's crazy. But yeah, Momonosuke finally makes his appearance. He's still in shadow at first, but he begins his speech, basically telling the people how everything's going to be restored. You can eat as much as you want. You can drink as much as you want. We're going to clean the river up. We're going to get rid of those factories that are polluting everything. You're not going to be enslaved anymore. This country is going to be restored. And that's when we get more of Tama's flashback of how she was selling hats and that's how she met Tengu. And then it comes back, and she oddly enough cries into Nami. She embraces Nami here, which was a little surprising because just a moment ago she said she wanted Porcella-chan to be her, mom, and then she embraces Nami because I don't know, maybe she sees Nami as more motherly, or she just needs to embrace someone else. It's an interesting set of circumstances, but either way, it's a really sweet moment where Nami's hugging her and comforting her, and Tama, like everyone in Wano, is just completely overwhelmed by all the good news, and it's just so good. It's such a positive, getting really positive vibes from this chapter. And then Momonosuke continues this speech where he says how they had a pirate mink samurai alliance, and they defeated Kaido and Orochi, and of course the kid is a little nonplussed. Kid's a little bit like, what alliance? What are you talking about, alliance? Like, well, dude, you don't have to get so all bent out of shape about it. You don't have to consider yourself part of the alliance, but one way or another there was a pirate alliance. So yeah, just roll with it, kid. You don't have to get so like, I wasn't part of any alliance. It's like, I know Apu, hurt you, but come on, get over it. Speaking of Apu, where is Apu? I mean, the HS0 agent flew off, so I don't really care. I of course do care where he is, but for the purpose of this scene, I'm like, where is Apu? What's he up to? He's probably trying to make a new alliance, like he always is, just to betray them later, because that's who Apu is. Then we get a shot of Law and Beppo, and they look very serious. Like, Kid is like, alliance. He's not happy about this at all. But Law and Beppo are both very serious looking. Like, they're frowning. They are not happy. So I'm very curious where this is going. I am hoping that they're like Law and Kid and all, they're just gonna leave and go on their own separate ventures, and maybe they'll have to fight Luffy at some point in the future. I don't really want them to throw down quite yet if they're gonna fight each other. I really want to save that for later. I think that could be more fun, like during the final war or something. But yeah, they're the only ones that are unhappy. Like, everyone else is happy here. The Straw Hats are happy, Yamato is happy, Scabbards are happy, the people of Wano, Momonosuke. He's like asking Kinemon. He's asking Kinemon, he's like, now what? I'm not sure what to say next. He's like, so he's just basically, Momonosuke is basically just throwing out there whatever he can think of to say, and hoping for the best, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I'd say he finishes his speech quite well. Wano will be led by me, Kazuki Momonosuke. Momonosuke! I don't know why he said it that way. Momonosuke. Mother, I will keep my promise. Father, I will continue along the path that you started. The true Shogun has returned. My deepest apologies for the delay. Momonosuke-sama! And then we get this very nice poem at the end. I don't think I need to bring that up again, but oh gosh, this chapter was so much to take in, but fun nonetheless. And I gotta wonder what's gonna happen in the next chapter, because I kind of knew what this chapter would be. I think most of us knew it was going to be Momonosuke getting his big human form reveal and the people of Wano being informed. But where do you go from here? This is like, as Gandalf would say, the story has gone beyond my sight. I don't know where the story goes from here. I'm assuming we're going to have a big celebration, but there's several unanswered questions. First of all, Big Mom and Kaido got blown up, but they're still out there, and I really don't think they're dead. If they died, I'd be very shocked by that, the fact that they died there. Because I think they have more of a role to play in the story still. And what about, what are they going to do about the Beast Pirates that, because they're not dead. Like, they didn't kill any of the All-Stars or the heavy hitters of Kaido's crew. They're knocked out, but they're not dead. I assume they're going to imprison them or something, because one point I've always wanted to bring up about this arc is that how they're going to wrap it up with all the bad guys is questionable. Because you really need to think about the past arcs. When you think about stuff like Alabasta, Smoker was there, and he had his Marines, so obviously they could easily clean everything up. They could go around and be like, okay, look, that's a member of the of Crocodile's group. Let's go grab him. Oh, there's Crocodile over here. Imprison Crocodile. He's dangerous. And boom, they're all swept up. Alabasta's done. Moving on. We didn't really have to worry about Ennis Lobby because those were government agents, so they pretty much got defeated where they were supposed to. So it's like, oh, they're in the government base. Whatever. Who cares? They were supposed to be there. Dressrosa, we of course had several Marines there. More Marines showed up at the end. So the Marines could, of course, take care of the Don Quixote family. So we didn't have to worry about that. And it was that way in several arcs. Where Skypiea, they pretty much just drifted them off. But most of the time, my point is most of the time, the Marines took care of it. Or it wasn't an issue. The Marines took care of it or it wasn't an issue. But there are several enemies here. Kaido's men who have been knocked out. What are they going to do? Do they have... I mean, they have sea stone, so they could probably wrap them in sea stone chains, throw them in a sea stone prison or something. I honestly don't know what they're going to do with them. I'm really curious, because the Marines are not here. And I do not think they're coming in. There's world government ships around. I don't think they're coming in, because if they tried to come in, Zunisha would fucking obliterate them. So, in fact, that might be something that the next chapter focuses on, is the world government and their response to what Luffy has done. That would be really interesting. That would make for a cool chapter. But I could go on and on. This has been a total blast. This chapter was a lot of fun. That's it. It was great to see Momo in his adult form. He looks really cool. I didn't notice how his hair looks very flamey, very much like Odin's hair. He's just missing the whole disc thing. Is that a top knot? What is that? I've always wondered what that thing is on top of Odin's head. He's got like a disc. If anyone knows what that thing, the official like term for that, then let me know. But yeah, it's Momonosuke doesn't have that. He could if he wanted to. I don't think he will, because Momonosuke is his own person. Yeah, he's not Odin. But yeah, I think he looks really awesome. And he's got his eyebrows. That's one thing I didn't notice last time when I was reading the chapter, is that they pretty much just copy and pasted Odin's eyebrows right onto him. He's got Odin's eyebrows. Like, my gosh. Anyway, like I said, I could talk about this chapter forever. I can't go on anymore. It's just too much. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. I don't think we're on break. All right, Kabuki, what did you think of this chapter?
I was holding to Tommy when I came after Natazu. I was named to Paniba. So I moved much just to Kajozu. Tomorrow, got a member into the sea to be part of the much. I'm just a little bit mother's mother team. Get a doing to be to power. I could do the ben here as a head of the bar. I'm just a little bit of the years.
That's it, guys. See you next time for more One Piece.